Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my wrap up for the month, and then I'm going to be doing my TBR for October. I know it's been a while since I've been on here. I've been really busy with work and other things. You'll notice that this sleeve is rolled up. I just got a tattoo done, so I'm trying to let it kind of heal. It's really irritated and red right now, but I posted a picture of it on Instagram if you're interested. Link is in the description if you want to go check that out. But in the month of September, I did manage to read 3 books, and surprisingly, the books that I read I really did enjoy. So the first one that I read was This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab, and as you guys probably know, I was working my way through this one for a while and I finally finished it. I absolutely loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I don't think that there's any book by Victoria Schwab that I've read that I've rated below 5 stars, although there are a couple of her books that I haven't gotten to yet. So far her writing has really impressed me, and I'm really looking forward to diving into her other books. This one is a little bit difficult to explain, but if you're interested in checking her out, this might be a book that you want to start with. It deals with monsters and it's really interesting and it's really fast paced, and I just really enjoyed it and I highly recommend it. So the next book that I picked up is Reign of Shadows by Sophie Jordan, and I did a buddy read on this book with Diana over at Dee's Journey. I will link her channel below. I enjoyed this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. There was a little bit of stuff that I didn't like about it, such as the world building. I think there could have been a lot more of that. But all in all, this book was really good. It has a really great concept. Like I said, I think it could have been built on a lot more, but I did enjoy it and I do recommend it. And I have read another book by Sophie Jordan. I'm forgetting the name right now, but she is a pretty good writer, so I definitely recommend checking her out if you haven't already. And the last book that I read this month, I did as a buddy read as well with Diana, and this is probably going to be one of my favorite books of this year, and that is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. If you're not familiar with Blake Crouch, he wrote Wayward Pines, which was developed into a TV show, and the TV show is really great. The books are really great. Definitely recommend it. This one is very science fiction-y, so if you like that kind of stuff, I think you'll enjoy this. It does have a lot of twists and turns, things that you wouldn't expect, and it's very good. It's very fast-paced. I got through this book fairly quickly in comparison to the other books that I read this month, so definitely check this out if you're into science fiction. I'm not going to say too much about this book because I don't want to give anything away. I went into it not knowing anything, and I think that's the way to go with this book. So those are the only books that I read in September, so we're gonna just dive right into what I plan to read for October. So if you guys aren't aware, Richard is hosting a Goosebumps along for the month of October, and it's gonna be 3 different Goosebumps books, and I do plan on participating in that. So those books are The Ghost Next Door, The Headless Ghost, and The Haunted Mask. Now the Haunted Mask I have on ebook, so I will be reading it on that. I think I've actually read The Haunted Mask this year, but I don't mind rereading it at all. And I think the way that he's doing it is we're gonna be watching the episodes from Netflix like after we read each one, but I will link his video down below about the Goosebumps along so you can kind of find out more information on it, and I definitely recommend doing it for the month of October. These are very short books. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So sticking with the horror theme for October, I think that I'm going to try to read Salem's Lot by Stephen King. I have not read this book. I think it's a movie. I haven't seen it if it is, and I'm intrigued. There's a lot of Stephen King books that I own that I haven't gotten to, so this is one that's kind of near the top of my list, so I think I'm going to try this one this month and see how it goes. The next one I found on my shelf and I realized that I hadn't read it yet, and it is Diary of a Haunting by M. Verano, I think, and this just looks creepy. I don't know what it's about or anything, but it looks very creepy, so I think I'm going to try to read this one. And this is what it looks like without the dust jacket, so if you put it back on, you've got creepy lady up there. This book has like photos and letters throughout. I don't know, like I said, anything about this book, but it kind of has like a Miss Peregrine's feel, or Asylum with the weird photos and stuff like that. I think it's going to be interesting, and hopefully it'll kind of creep me out a little bit because that's what I'm going for this month. So let me know if you guys have read this. I'm very interested to see what other people have thought of it, or if anyone's actually even heard of this book before. So if I read those books, I do kind of plan to read some more scary books, but I'm not quite sure what. So I've kind of picked out a book that I will pick up if I can't think of anything else to read, or if I even get to this book, that would be fantastic. And that is Cress by Marissa Meyer. I finally read Scarlet, I think a couple months ago, and I've really enjoyed this series so far. And somewhere along the line, I forgot that I was reading this series. And I remember when I first started it, I was like, I'm gonna reread Cinder, and then I'm gonna read through the rest of the series back to back to back. And then I just got caught up in new releases and things like that and completely forgot about it. So I'm gonna try to start this one, possibly finish this one, but this one is pretty big, so we'll see how that goes. But I am looking forward to it because I've heard nothing but great things as this series progresses. It's supposed to just get better and better, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. So those are all of the books that I plan to read for the month of October. I might slip in some more Goosebumps books or something along those lines. I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll just have to wait and see how busy my month is and what I'm able to get in. Let me know in the comments below if you plan on participating in the Goosebumps along and what scary books you plan to read this month. I know that a lot of people like to read scary books in the month of October, and I think that's really exciting and fun. So please let me know in the comments what you'll be reading, if you have any recommendations for me, etc., etc. But that's gonna be it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye.